squab.
GH, pigeon's nothing for you. You ate cockroaches.
What?
I didn't eat them.
Almost.
What, cooked?
What do you tell your son? I ate rat.
He told me you
roaches.
can't have a dog, but daddy's been eating roaches all day.
we had
Play the video, Sam.
We had discussions about roaches, so I just was trying to show the people it's no big deal. So I dumped a whole bunch of roaches on my egg whites, let them crawl around and shit as I was eating my breakfast. No big deal. I didn't eat them.
What? The fuck?
You ate the eggs, though.
Yeah, but the roaches are dropping fucking shit all over your egg whites.
You ate the eggs that the roaches were crawling on.
GH, you took it like a man.
Thank you,
Did
Kenny.
you lose a bet?
No, I was just trying to show
he was promoting his website. He wants to sell T-shirts and coffee mugs.
So actually, I'm promoting my YouTube channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's under Cockroach Breakfast.
Oh, my God. Lord have mercy.
No, it was no. I was just showing. I was just showing people it was no big deal to have roaches walk around your shit.
Come on, little fella.
Big, huge roaches.
There's 2 roaches crawling around.
They're about they're about an inch and a half.
Oh, those are some big sons of bitches.
You see all the roach shit that's in there with
That
it?
one has a vest on.
Oh, look at them walking around in their shit.
Yeah, I know. There's little pebbles.
Oh, my God.
So there was about 5 roaches on my egg whites.
And a bunch of roach shit.
Fresh duty.
That's the question. That's the question on everybody's mind.
Oh, why did I move this piece around?
And that's all. I was just eating around the roaches.
Yum, yum, yum.
You are.
It's no big deal.
Man, I'm calling your parents. This is disgusting.
One's dead and the
Jim,
other's
would
on
you serve that in the
way
restaurant
out.
where you work?
Probably not.
Oh, eat that right there.
If I was brave enough, I would have just done that. I'm holding up some egg whites with a roach on top of it on the fork. I shook the roach off and then ate the eggs.
Jim Florentine has a new waiter video up.
Look at Jimmy's face.
Yes, I do. I know, Kenny. What is your son going to say when he sees this later on in life? He's hanging out with his friends, and they're just going on the internet, surfing around like, oh, let me show you what my dad did.
As he's counting his money.
I don't have a problem with that if my son sees that. I'll probably show him soon. Why not?
Yeah.
You've dealt with cockroaches in your life?
He gets paid millions of dollars. Let him own his salary.
What you need to
earn it.
do, I would embarrass my son with it. Like, show it in front of his friends.
Oh, really?
Or when he has a big date, I'd be like, kids, come watch this first. This is what you're going to be kissing, little girl.
The point was everyone was freaking out about cockroaches. I said, it's no big deal.
You definitely had a lot of siblings.
Yeah.
That's some sibling shit. Because they must have been putting bugs in your sandwiches, stupid. Because nobody does that.
Well, you wanted people to pay attention to you when you have a lot of kids in your house.
I grew up with 7. I know.
He knows.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
Oh, yeah, 7 of us.
You start doing some weird shit because you just want a little attention in the house.
That is so funny. Where were you in the 7 to? Where
right
were you?
in the middle.
And where were you?
Second to the top.
Second to the top and right in the middle.
I got an older sister.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out of control.
5 boys, 2 girls.
You got all boys under you?
No, I got another sister under me as well. Yeah, 5 boys, 2 girls.
2 girls.
Right. So, and you got like
4 boys, 3 girls.
I don't think I've ever met your sisters.
Damn. And that's
No.
I
met a lot of
animal.
the Florentine brothers, but never the sisters.
He not bringing his sisters around, you fucking roach-eating bastards?
Why don't you bring your sisters around?
They're not,
They don't accept the
they live a
Florentine's
quiet life. Yeah.
Yeah.
They get reports back. Did you say on the radio, my friend listens? Oh, my God.
So they,
That's... He's an embarrassment.
Yeah.
I got a couple siblings like that. They don't really listen, but they get reports. I know exactly what you're talking about. Me and Florentine are very similar, man.
Yeah.
We're similar in our
My one brother that hires the Mexicans, he's a total degenerate creep.
That's
great guy, but yeah, he's totally into this. But the rest, like, kind of, really? You said that?
I got let's see, out of the 6, probably 3 listen on a regular basis. The other 3 can't be bothered.
Really?
Yeah, they're proud of me, or whatever, and all that shit. But they'll get reports
Of what you're doing bad. They only get bad reports.
Yeah, in
It's never
general.
like, hey, your brother had a great show yesterday.
Yeah, now they get a little of that too, I guess. But
It's always like, I didn't know your brother was a Nazi.
Because they get it when they go to like parties or like, with their conservative friends or whatever. Like, I heard your brother on the radio. He said something. They're like, oh, really? Oh, yeah, I don't know. So he's a comedian, so sometimes he makes stuff up. And then they call me.
Right.
Did you say this on the radio? I'm like, yeah. Oh my God! Did this really go on? I go, yeah, dude, whatever it is. Yeah, it's always the same conversation. Yeah,
making them uncomfortable.
I got a family member that says we like the Greg that's not on the radio. I get that too. I get that.
They separate the you here and the you back home.
Basically saying we don't acknowledge
that part of you.
We don't acknowledge the version of you on the radio. We like Greg.
Do they ever say Opie to you?
Yeah, I mean, because that's just been my name forever.
Okay.
Except in this case where they go, we like Greg.
Right.
That's not on the radio. It's really not that different, I don't think, but I don't know. Whatever. All right, let's take a break and eat. We got Sherrod Small in studio and Jim Florentine in studio.
Yes.
Florentine's going to be at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in Point Pleasant next weekend.
Next weekend, yeah, and then Indianapolis, Dayton, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky at the end of the month. Go to JimFlorentine.com.
Look at Florentine.
All over the place.
All over the place.
And
Tampa in May.
I heard in there that you got a new waiter video too.
Yeah, I got a new waiter video up on my YouTube channel, Jim Florentine.
Yeah, Jim Florentine's got a pretty good YouTube channel. Definitely.
Gotta check that out.
And Sherrod Small.
Yes, I got a new show Monday.
What? Which
Game
one?
Show Network, Lie Detectors. It premieres 420, baby.
Is it all taped
And that's
already?
on purpose, 420. We taped I did already about 6 or 8 episodes.
So you're the host of the show?
No. The host is Rove McManus. He's an Australian dude. He Rove Live, had the TV show. But yeah, it's
And
great.
what do you do?
I'm one of the main panel. I'm one of the recurring panel dudes.
So what do you do?
They just the audience gotta decide who's lying. The audience wins money. The audience is the contestants in the show. There's 100 people in the audience every episode. And they have voting devices. You see me over there in the bell side?
Who are you on? With other
In the
comics
chair?
or no?
Yeah, Michelle Buteau and Christian Finnegan. We're all on a premiere,
nice.
and then we did a bunch.
So you're just pumping up the show with some jokes and stuff, or
Well, yeah. Well,
or are
they
you
gotta,
judges, or what do you?
They got to decide if I'm lying. The audience got to decide. We tell stories, and then the audience got to decide who's telling the truth.
But how many stories do you got before?
It's got a million. So I got a whole lifetime. I lived a life.
All right.
But it's like different sections, different things, and there's different stuff on the internet. Like we find like tweets and stuff, and they got to tell who's the right tweet from a celebrity, who's telling a real tweet or who's a fake tweet.
Look,
it's a funny show though.
Sherrod's been lying to chicks for years, so he's going to be tough to figure out.
That's right.
And when you were in your prime, you know what I mean? You said whatever you had to say.
I was diabolical.
Yeah.
I made up words. It was like,
Diabolical. All right.
but that's Monday. It premieres Monday on GSN Game Show Network.
Nice.
I don't even know if we did any shit this first hour. I know.
Yeah, we did.
I know I had fun though. Maybe we'll do. There's not much going on.
We heard
in
about all
news.
the dogs that.
Yeah, you had
dogs.
dogs that killed themselves, and Sherrod had dogs that he killed.
That's right. That's right.
And then in there we talked about rhino horns. I guess.
Rhino horns, and you're allergic to grass and trees
And trees and dust. Don't forget the dust.
and dust.
Dust
And he
mites
thought it
are
was peanut
evil.
butter, but it was all in his head for 7 years. He didn't eat it, something that he liked.
Right.
And then he realized he wasn't.
You know how much I love peanut butter. I could eat that shit every day.
And you thought you were allergic?
Yeah, so I stopped eating it. I self-diagnosed
No,
myself.
no one over 20 years old is allergic to peanut butter, any kind of peanuts.
You like peanut butter, or is that too?
Yeah, I like peanut
love
butter,
it.
absolutely, yeah.
Good. All right.
great.
Not almond butter though, right?
Well,
I like almond milk.
No, you don't.
so do I.
So good.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It tastes like the milk after you eat like an almond cereal and there's milk left in the bowl.
No.
It's
That's
like
what I
that.
use.
No one actually likes those alternative milks.
Stop
No,
it.
it's good.
It's
Nope.
so good.
Nope.
Almond milk, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. It's
No.
fucking phenomenal.
No,
Yes.
it's not phenomenal.
Yes, it is.
Yes, because it still tastes sweetened.
Yeah, Opie,
It's
Opie
you
still
said,
uses creamers and friggin' sweet and low, so
an animal.
we're not
No,
gonna, we're not
no.
going to change them over.
He's going to die like his grandfather.
Yeah.
Coffee old school. Little milk, that's it. No sweeteners.
Like regular milk?
Regular milk in my coffee, just a little bit. No sugar, nothing. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee. That's what I'm going to do.
Like real 100% milk?
Yeah,
D?
I never liked
Vitamin
half and
D?
half and creams and stuff. Never. Because we didn't have it growing up.
Right.
I don't know any better. We didn't even have fucking butter. Did you have butter in your house?
You didn't have butter in your
Yeah.
house? Well, you had a lot of siblings, though.
Margarine. And the shitty margarine before they figured that out.
Yeah.
Don't forget, man. We come from
Oh, that's
we come
right.
from a land. They didn't figure that shit out.
Yeah, they had the
So if
worst
you-
margarine.
Now they got these butter substitutes that are amazing.
Yeah.
The yogurt spreads and all that.
Even I Can't Believe It Ain't Butter was a big deal when it came out. People don't realize how big of a deal that was.
Yeah, that
we
spray.
had the worst margarine.
Margarine just was shitty. It sucked. Did you have powdered
It was
milk?
a lot cheaper to margarine, though,
powdered
than
milk.
the butter.
So you went through the same
Carnation.
shit.
Yeah, you get big buckets of it, yeah.
I used to love
You
carnation.
didn't have a lot of
milk.
butter. I will figure you out. You didn't have a lot of butter in the house. You probably didn't have a lot of milk. We had powdered milk.
No, we had regular milk.
all the time for 7 kids.
Pretty much, yeah.
God
yeah.
bless your mom for doing the right thing. 'Cause we didn't have it.
We left our front door closed with the dogs.
All right.
I thought you meant you like had powdered milk like when you went on like camping trips and shit, not in the house.
Nope.
We had carnation. You had carnation in the can, that kind of milk?
No, because that's a name brand. We never had name brands in our house.
Wow.
Never. So my
That's why
mom,
you eating roaches in here, nigga.
we would bitch and complain about the powdered milk, and then my mom would like mix it with like, you know, let's say it was a half gallon of real milk and then a half gallon of
Right.
powder. That was the best she would do for us. So when I went to a friend's house, holy fuck, did I purge? You want another glass of milk? Yes, I do.
poured milk in your pocket for later.
Right. And they had Wonder Bread. We didn't have Wonder Bread. We had that shitty thin Pepperidge Farm bread.
You have
that,
to wonder if it was bread.
Right. The jelly would soak right through
Black
that
bits.
shit.
Yeah.
You know the bread thing, right?
Yeah, we didn't have Wonder Bread.
But man, when you went to that kid that was like, you know, he was had no siblings. He was the only child.
Richie Rich.
So you knew they had Wonder Bread and the good peanut butter and the good
Yes.
jellies and the whole milk.
He had a TV in his room.
I hated the fucking kid, but man, I went over there. I'll play with whatever you need to play with.
Yeah, you always had. Yeah,
Because
we
I'm
had.
getting a good fucking after school snack.
We had some friends in the neighborhood had really. The parents had really good stuff. We used to play cards, and instead of taking money, we would take their food.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I'll take your fucking salami, your good salami you have.
Flirting knows.
Yeah, because my dad would get the fucking bologna in the package with the you have to peel off the skin at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Oscar Mayer, that shit was fucking nasty.
Do they even make that anymore?
I don't
still
know,
make
but the other kids in the neighborhood have this nice salami fucking rolls, and I would just take that when I
Thinly
wanted cards.
sliced
Yeah,
from a deli.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, we had to slice our own bologna.
Me too. I have that. You have the thick, and then you have a big, thick ass
And there's
sandwich.
something about having a thick piece of bologna over a bunch of very thinly sliced. It's the same shit, but in the end, it tastes better if it's thinly sliced.
Started cutting it thin, but by the time I got to the bottom of it, it was just a thick triangle.
It started thin, but at the bottom it was like what, a quarter-inch thick.
It's nasty, that fucking bologna.
The skin was on it. You couldn't peel all the skin off.
You always chew like, oh, got skin.
You would chew. Remember, you pull the whole thing out.
Yes. From down my throat sometimes. Like the shit is down my.
Oh, Florentine knows, man.
Yeah.
I would befriend these kids that just, had the good shit.
And less siblings.
Because my
Yep.
lunch was just an American cheese sandwich, plain on white bread, just like 3 pieces of American cheese. Sometimes even in the plastic. The plastic American cheese was nasty.
My mom knew her shit. She knew that the supermarket sold the apples cheaper if they had a bruise on them.
Right.
You remember that
Oh,
too?
yes. They still do that now.
They still do that.
Oh, yes.
So my mom would come home with a whole fucking bunch of apples with a bruise.
Yeah, just cut that part off and
one
eat the-
bruise.
Yeah, there was this one little store that had old dented cans, and my dad would go there.
We had those
Fucking
too.
fungus
like
coming out of the cans and shit like that. He would
Oh,
get
yeah.
them for like half price.
You know
That's
what?
like City Harvest. That's what City Harvest does. They go around to all the supermarkets every day to get.
I forgot about the dent cans until just now.
Yeah,
we
there
had
was a
whole
little store.
cupboard filled with dent cans. What was that about?
They were cheaper.
Cheap.
They fell in a regular supermarket and they would give them to someone else, and this one little place had them.
Yeah.
I
You had to
remember.
be,
Like a dollar
like a
store
kind of like a
almost.
member, not like a Costco kind of thing, but
The one-
kind of had to know the guy.
My mom got the peaches in the can, but it was always a dent can. So that was a delicacy because she got it, the cans because they were bent.
Dented, yeah.
I mean dented. Holy fuck! I forgot about that one until just now.
See, poor kids bond over shit like this. That's what we bond over.
Well, they had to figure it out. I get it to a point, I get it, but it was all no frill shit.
No frills.
Yeah.
That takes me
Or the
back.
frozen hamburgers. My dad used to get them in a box of like 200 of them.
Yes.
They were like hockey pucks.
Ah, yes.
They were fucking awful. But
I
it's
cook
like
them every day
you
after school.
7 kids, got to feed them. Mm-hmm. They're real thin.
Yeah. You just put 2 or 3 on the grill.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Man.
Make 1 real burger out of 3 burgers.
All right, we're gonna go to break. We're gonna get coffee and eat and shit, and then I don't know. Maybe we'll see what's going on in the world, or maybe we'll just shoot the shit because this is going pretty well as as well. All right.
More with Opie and Jim. After this. The one and only Joe Rogan brings his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, live to the Opie Radio airwaves, letting you into his world.